Here's what's interesting. As you look at the polls, they show the nationwide popular vote between Harris and Trump are virtually tied. But the popular vote does not decide the election. The Electoral College does.
The winner must secure at least 270 electoral votes to win. Senior Investigator Jim Avila breaks down how it all works.
When you fill out a ballot for president, you're not actually voting for the candidate whose name you see. If the system sounds archaic, that's because it is. Dating back to 1787, the founding fathers actually were afraid to give the masses a direct say in choosing the president.
This was the thing that they could all agree on.
UC San Diego political science professor Daniel Butler says the Electoral College was kind of a meet-in-the-middle compromise.
There were some who were worried about giving kind of direct power to the masses. They just weren't sure they would make great decisions. On the other hand, others were really worried about having Congress to do it. Felt a lot like Parliament, felt a lot like what the British did, which is not what they were going to do.
Article 2 of the Constitution lays out how it works. Each state gets a number of electors equal to the size of their congressional delegation, the combined number of their senators and U.S. representatives. As the nation's largest state, California has 55 electors, the most of any. The founders set up the Electoral College system under one big assumption, that it would be extremely rare for candidates to actually get a majority. Today, that would be 270 votes. But that's what's actually happened every time since 1828.
I think what frustrates many people about the Electoral College is that majority winner in the direct popular vote isn't always who captures the majority in the Electoral College.
In 2016, Donald Trump became just the fifth candidate in history to win the Electoral College and lose the popular vote out of 58 elections. It also happened in 2000 when George Bush got fewer votes than Al Gore, but won the electoral vote and became president. The founders envisioned the Electoral College was some decision-making power, able to potentially break from the results of the popular vote. But in practice, electors almost never do that. Most states, including California, have laws requiring electors to follow the popular vote. It was big news in 2016 when 10 electors broke ranks in an effort to block candidate Trump, because in every state, electors are party loyalists, hand-picked by top leaders. UC San Diego political science chair Thad Kauser says for all the recent controversy surrounding the Electoral College, there are some benefits. He says the first benefit has to do with the role of money in politics.
What the Electoral College does is it focuses and narrows the playing field to these few battleground states. That's where you've got to run ads. That's where you've got to run your campaigns, not in 50 states. If we had to run 50 state campaigns, then it would cost billions of dollars to win elections, and it would give a huge advantage to whichever side raised the most money.
The other benefit of focusing on key swing states,
it pushes the parties towards the center, or at least much more towards the center than they would be if we got rid of the Electoral College.
Without the Electoral College, he says, candidates would try to run up the score in more populous states like California and Texas that tend to be more politically polarized. Jim Avila, ABC 10 News.